The night has a way of stripping the world down to silence. And in that silence, we begin to hear ourselves. Look around you. The voices have quieted. The streets have emptied. The day's masks have fallen. What remains is the hum of existence. In silence, the self whispers, sometimes softly, sometimes insistently. If you listen long enough, you may discover silence is not empty. It is full of memories, full of feelings we forgot, full of truths we are afraid to name. Philosopher Blaise Pascal once wrote, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." The night offers us this very challenge, to sit with ourselves, to listen. But silence can be unsettling. It strips away distractions. It removes escape. And what's left is simply you. Yet silence is not an enemy. It is a mirror that shows us not who we pretend to be, but who we truly are. Psychologists call it the default mode network. When the world grows quiet, the mind turns inward. Old regrets resurface. Dreams long buried emerge. Faces we thought forgotten return. Silence brings them all back, not to harm us, but to remind us of what still lives within. Solitude and loneliness, though similar, are not the same. Loneliness is the ache of absence. Solitude is the choice of presence. Presence with yourself, presence with thought, presence with life as it unfolds in the quiet. In solitude, masks dissolve. The job title fades. The roles disappear. The endless scrolling vanishes. And what remains is a quieter voice inside, asking softly, "Who am I beneath all this?" Many flee from that question, but those who stay, those who dare to remain in the silence, often discover new clarity. Like sediment sinking in clear water, the noise settles, and the self slowly appears. Consider the artist at night, painting by candlelight, or the writer filling pages in solitude, or the thinker staring at the dark sky, finding patterns where others see only blackness. Creation is often born from silence. The night is a mirror. It reflects the stories we tell ourselves. Sometimes those stories are kind. Sometimes they are harsh. But in facing them, we learn which ones to keep and which ones to let go. The philosopher Heidegger spoke of being toward death. He meant that by remembering our finiteness, we awaken to life. At night, this truth feels near, not to frighten us, but to sharpen what matters. The night is also healing. It allows rest, reflection, renewal. When we journal under dim light, when we breathe deeply before sleep, when we allow silence to wrap us like a blanket, we are reminded that life restores itself not through constant motion, but through stillness. And so, as this reflection draws toward its end, remember this: silence is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is presence. It is the sound of the self, quietly waiting to be heard. In the silence of the night, we discover the truth of who we are.